Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power. As always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. My sister, my father, my in-laws, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my family, my subscribers, my supporters, my viewers, and all the brothers and sisters that are fighting for liberation and salvation of our black nation. Also, I want to give a special shout out and Hotep and Black Power to Sister Gladys Holcutt, her mother and her nephew, for their out and commitment to the street law soldiers and to black liberation. More so black liberation than to the street law soldiers. We're just a tool that being used by the Creator for black liberation. One of many true and down-to-earth organizations that's for real, that's not hustling, that's not blood-sucking the people, primarily the poor, that are true to the game. And Gladys, I just want to tell you, we appreciate you. The street law soldiers appreciate you. And we like to show our appreciation to you by sending you the book by Dawad Israel, Definition of a Broke Ass. And you're going to really enjoy this book. Very, very powerful book. Very pictorial and very graphic photos of this ice age. And we're also going to send you the Willie Lynch letter, the book, Making of a Slave, the pamphlet, the book. Not just a lot of you all have just the paper, a couple of pages of the Willie Lynch letter, but in all reality, actually it's a book. And so that's the least we can do for Gladys Holcutt and her family for their support and commitment. Because, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of us, because we're all one, a lot of us, we want the information, we want liberation, but we do not want to make any efforts into seeing liberation come to fruition. And that's always been a problem in the black community, that because of a couple of bad apples and a couple of Negroes and niggers and pieces of shit that have hustled the black community, sometimes we use that as an excuse to not support no organization. And when you know that they're for real and movements. So, we like to show you better than tell you. Because the street law soldiers, we're just not about talking, just not about rapping. We're in the community, as you all know, and we look out for our subscribers, those who are committed. And those who are not committed, we still provide you with the information. Myself and the couple of people that's on my research team, Kia, Blake, and Jaja, young researchers that helped me to come to a conclusion and bring a lot of things to fruition, along with Queen and Zinga. So, we wanna honor. I like to honor our true committers. And by the way, Sister Gladys Holcutt sent me the DVD of the murder, Say My Name, of Sandra Bland. I believe it was an HBO special. I never saw it because, to be honest, I didn't want to hear the bullshit, the excuses, and the redneck motherfucking camel breath hunkies down in Texas. Believe me, I know how they act. I know how they function. I've been around some white motherfucking cowboys. So I know how they act. But I watched the DVD and I came up with I did my own little research because I didn't have much time. But I had enough time, to bang out on this motherfucking cracker. And I'm going to show you some things that, that came to fruition. First of all, let's in your heart, or you can do it in the privacy of your home or around a group of people if you're watching this on a big screen or some type of iPad or whatever. But we need to honor and give Sister Sandra Bland the greatest hotep, because she was a modern day queen that we have to model. She was used as a mark. She was used to symbolize not just racism, not just this so-called white supremacy bullshit, but she's a symbol of the black queen. She's the true symbol, and she's an iconic figure in my book in terms of standing up, not being afraid to deal with this Ice Age, one-on-one, male or female. And I'm going to show you some of the things that took place. Now, Brian and Cynthia, this goddamn cracker, who I believe should not be walking around. And see, I take blame for that. I take blame personally. I take blame for that. Because I'm part of the strong black revolutionary, radical black male God warrior in this country. And he needs to be tracked down and hunted down. You all know what I'm talking about. I'm not afraid to say anything, but I don't have to go into details of what this motherfucking cracker. You can look at him and tell he's a cold-blooded motherfucking supremacist, a so-called supremacist, because they're not supreme. They're the most inferior race on the goddamn planet. They're the most inferior race on this planet. All 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth, this white, no color, pale, naked, raw, wrinkled, diseasy, ammonia-nated, blood drinking, blood sucking, animal fucking, dead body fucking, savage motherfucking ice monkey. He is a walking germ. I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all have white friends or whatever, behind closed doors. And I'm not telling y'all to take their heads off. I'm telling you to understand who you are around, because they're all the same. They're all the same. And he should be dealt with. He's the one that actually caused the murder of Sandra Bland. He was the cause of it. And all he did was pass the motherfucking racist guitar, the racist baton, down to his goddamn constituents that are over at the jail. The sheriff of Waller County down there, you can tell this motherfucker, he's had a couple of strokes. You can tell by the way he talks. And you can look at him. I don't even have to describe this motherfucking dog. He looks like a bulldog in the face. He has that Bull Connor energy. He has that Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump, Richard Nixon. He has that type of energy. He has that Woodrow Wilson, Teddy motherfucking Roosevelt, David Duke. He's all that energy is combined, rolled up in him. And see, in those states, you have to have, that has to be prevalent in order for the county or the state or the city to elect you or select you. You have to be stone cold, clan blood, Aryan motherfucker that's going to get down and murder anything darker than him. And I'm telling y'all the real truth, the raw truth. You know, and if you understand, a lot of times when I use profanity, that's the passion along with the anger that I have for justice and liberation for our people. Because we will never get justice. We will never get fucking justice in this motherfucking country until we have a complete uprising where blood will flow in the streets. All of us have to be willing to give our lives for the sake of liberation and not be selfish. And when I say not be selfish, I mean giving your life and you may not see liberation. But the generations ahead, your babies and grandbabies and great-great-grandbabies will see and will be able to live from the efforts and the sacrifices that we make here and now. You know, I always pray to the Creator that He kills my fucking enemy, gets my enemy out of the way so that equality, so that peace and liberation can live in the hearts and minds of our people today. And this is why Sandra Bland's sacrifice and crucifixion is so iconic and so important. Now, after further research, I found that it was so difficult to get the mug shot of Sandra Bland, the one that they took after they murdered her, with her eyes in the back of her head. Now, if they weren't guilty of this, why would they remove the pictures? Why is everything removed? And another thing, that black and your mama, that the family made the biggest mistake in the world of hiring that nigga, that Aunt Jemima medical examiner, that lied and said that Sandra Bland, although she had contusions and bruises and everything in her neck all the way down to her buttocks, she's still under the pressure of these crackers said that homicide was out the picture. She straight up lied. Instead of her, and I gotta use this, instead of this bitch going to some movements and organizations telling the truth that she's been threatened, her life is in danger, her family life's in danger, and let the black community, the real goddamn G's, surround and protect her and allow her to tell the truth. And that's why I say we have a lot of our people that are in the back pockets of these devils. Troy Duhan, who was the fucking DA, the same way with the see, like Carla said, you can't go to Frank James and tell on Jesse James and think Frank James is gonna do something. It's not gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen. And she was murdered. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, she was fully cooperative with these motherfuckers. And so, even the nigger guards, those nigger correctional officers, even that black Aunt Jemima, that buckwheat motherfucking black bitch that brought her in, the police that searched her. If you look at the film, you see how she kicked Sandra Bland's legs open and searched her, kept rubbing all over her chest and everything, and her fucking private parts, playing like she's searching her, but she's really feeling all, because it's clear she's a butch motherfucking hoe. She's a butch. Instead of her looking out for that sister, she played an integral part too in the murder of Sandra Bland. And see, I get tired of saying that, you know, don't call a black woman a bitch and all this type of stuff. Some of them are bitches. When they do shit like that and collaborate with the enemy, they are bitches and whatever. And I'm quite sure you agree with that. You know? And so, now, after she was supposedly hung, after they murdered her, the paramedics came and left without a body. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. From my investigation. And it should make sense to you. And let me know in the comments if it makes sense. After someone found Sandra Bland, after they hung her, what happened was, when she was laying on that floor, because how were you going to hang yourself and your shoes are neat? Everything is neatly folded and the shoes are put together properly. That's bullshit. But nevertheless, I think that she regained some sort of consciousness when those paramedics arrived. They told them to be quiet. Be quiet. Just be quiet. Leave. She's such and such officer, such and such. She was belligerent and she tried to fight us. So just leave. Don't take money. Just go ahead and leave. And they left without a body and left her on the floor because she was regaining consciousness and they wanted to make sure she was out. So they went back there, approached by these goddamn correctional officers who instructed these paramedics to just hold up for a few minutes until she finally goes out. Now, you know, her mother, who I believe is a soldier, excuse me, Miss Bland, she is a true soldier. True. She knows better. She knows. And she vowed to this day, she's not going to rest until she gets some answers and get the truth. Because, see, they're not, when you on public television, these devils do not allow you to tell the truth. Because she really wants to say that they killed her baby. But to avoid a lawsuit, and see, that comes from years of us biting our tongue, not wanting to hurt the feelings of the devil after they have done something to our people. And we've been trained to go to prayer, to ask the same white God that looks like them to save us and help us. She is a true soldier, brothers and sisters, true. And I take my hat off to her. And another thing, that knot that they tied the trash bag with was a professional knot and a noose. Sandra Bland did not know how to make a knot or a noose. And how was she able to get up there on that pole and tie a perfect noose, a perfect knot that will be able to hold her weight? She's not the only one that has been hung in that jail. Because the motherfuckers that were in there that done this have done it before, because they're the only ones that know that those trash bags can take that type of weight. Sandra Bland didn't know that. Plus, her THC level was practically zero. But y'all believed when these crackers said that her body was full of fucking weed and all this bullshit and pills. That's a goddamn lie. The THC level was practically zero. Now, the kicker is this. There was no fingerprints on the bag. Meaning, someone who tied that bag had gloves on. Because if Sandra Bland tied that knot, her fingerprints would have been on the bag because she did not have gloves. Number two, there was no DNA on the bag. How could that be? Sandra Bland's DNA was not on that bag. How could that be? See, I believe those nigger guards that were there, Sandra Bland called them coons, toms, buckwheat, and Jemima motherfuckers, which made them all take part in this lynching. So, we gotta give Sandra Bland her props. She stood up and fought to the end. Now, even when she got down with that police outside, she was by herself. This cracker knew it. He knew it. And that's why he acted like the savage motherfucker that he is. If a white bitch, if Sandra Bland was a white bitch, this would have never happened. This video would not exist. And see, this is what I'm saying. All that Black Lives Matter and all you motherfuckers that go around parading and all this shit and hollering, hooping and hollering, and you don't do anything about it. Why isn't any of these senators, Maxine Waters, Elijah Cummings, I haven't heard you motherfuckers say anything about Sandra Bland. You don't see, you motherfuckers don't, you motherfucking niggas, this is how it is. The bourgeois, boule, house Negroes protect white supremacy and keep all the other blacks in check and also at a subordinate level. What part don't you understand? Why do you think these motherfuckers niggas did not help and assist in this government shutdown to the brothers and sisters, primarily the women that were furloughed? Not one black millionaire or billionaire came to the forefront. Not one that I know of. None of you. None of you. None of you were in sight. I didn't hear Steve Harvey or none of them motherfuckers talk about this government shutdown or even try to put up some funding or anything to assist the black community in this crisis. This lets you know what will happen in a state of emergency. Those niggas are going to go into hiding. And I told y'all this. I keep telling y'all this. I keep telling you this. About this shutdown. You know. About this government shutdown. This furlough. And to be honest, the black man has been shut down since 1515. You talking about furlough, out of work, working for free in the cotton fields with no pay. The black man up to this day is still furloughed. It's been a shutdown on the black man from day motherfucking one. And again, only the house Negroes are protected because they protect white supremacy. And if they are caught assisting any of the field slaves, they have consequences. And that's why I say a lot of these black men are so motherfucking cowardice. It's sickening. It's sad. It's heart-wrenching to see our brothers that are in position to save their other brothers and sisters in the black community, and they stand by and allow our brothers and sisters to die. That's why I'm so hard on these motherfucking niggas. Michael Jordan, who gets paid in hopes that mass incarceration continues to grow higher and higher. And that's more money. Him and his white bitch, dog, savage wife and little Ice 8 babies can live comfortably off the blood of his own brothers and sisters in the black community. After he used them, Oprah, Bob Johnson, they used the black community. And when they got what they wanted, the black community been left holding the bag ever since. The heterosexual black man has nothing coming on this planet. Everybody's after him. Everybody hates him. Everybody wants to annihilate him. Even the homosexual black males. Because those are the strongest individuals on the planet. Don't get it twisted. The cracker is not the strongest motherfucker on the planet. He has more wealth. And he has, and with his wealth, he uses his wealth to control people, in which he calls that power. That's not power. Power is when you take people through holy hell and they still stand tall and even more stronger than before. That's power, motherfucker. You know, Sandra Bland, rest in power, queen. You know, we will never forget you. We will never forget you. And I just did this for her today, you know, but this goes for all of the brothers and sisters, those known and unknown, mostly those Sandra Bland's and Gardner's that weren't televised, that these crackers have been murdering for years and getting away with it. Once again, brothers and sisters, hotep to you all. Leave something in the comment box. You know, I have nothing but love for you, brothers and sisters. But we must stick together. We must stick together. And finally, you know, for a lot of the sisters and people that were temporarily shut down, you know, it's a lesson in that. Now, you should understand how the black man feels when he's the shutdown for him. It goes on every fucking day. Not only do they want to shut him down, they want to lay him down. Hotep, Black Power.